Crabco Britain proudly introduces to you an online class for these troubled times. Out of a job and looking to start a new path in life, nannying is the wave of the future back from the past. People can't be bothered to raise or speak to their children these days, and with at-home learning, parents are realizing they frankly don't like children, giving you a right, proper opportunity. We can teach you the proud traditions of nanny, no matter your gender or your background, level of education, or past criminal record. Such skills as how to properly fold a baby. Many believe they can be folded as many times as paper, that being a total of 8. But this is quite untrue. Babies, in fact, can only be folded twice. Science is unsure as to why they will not fold beyond that, but science is also stupid and often considered witchcraft throughout the most of history. You can learn this skill and many more, such as how to rinse a baby off in the garden, with or without a spray nozzle. How high does a baby bounce if fumbled at the end zone? And should it be spiked in celebration? And of course, how to use a baby like a makeshift cudgel if you get into a row with the Mr. and Mrs. of the house. All of this knowledge and more can be yours for the low price of $49.99 for every single course, there being $449.99 courses from your friends at Crabcrow Britain. We love your baby like it was somebody else's.
Welcome to the Crashed While Loading podcast.
Does internet porn know you're cheating on it?
Video games,
Well, excuse me, princess.
movies and TV,
Don't worry, Professor. I was an accident, too.
half-assed reviews,
Just as I suspected. Hollow!
and everything else.
Chief, mate, what do you want to do tonight?
Off. We need to go on a quick adventure.
Hello, people of the internet. Welcome to Crash While Loading. This is our 10th episode on this, the day of our Lord, August 29th, 2020, which the part where I said 2020 means it has absolutely nothing to do with God whatsoever, because it is an abhorrent year and should be erased from the chronicles of history, all told. So I am your host, Ashen Phoenix, and with me today is the ladies, Jazz,
Hello.
Sibh,
Hello.
and a muted Yunfei who's getting kitty litter at the door. She'll be right back.
Why are you telling people's business, huh?
Well, I mean, we were talking about she needs to figure out how to do the cat pee camera so that she can know why one of them is peeing off the side. Are they missing? Are they assholes? We don't know, but we're curious.
No, we're not.
So that's just a me thing?
Yeah, you're the cat pervert. Sorry, Ashen.
I could live with that. I guess there's been worse things I could be called. Also, Strafei will probably be here soon. I don't know when. I don't know why. He's out doing things and stuff, like driving and taking selfies in the Walmart parking lot. That's what people in Texas do. I guess. I don't know. There's no joke there. That's just what he actually did. That's just all there is to
the
it.
Crazy eyes in that picture.
He really does have
eyes.
crazy eyes.
Yeah, that's why you have to have those eyes in Walmart parking lot so you feel like you fit in.
Yeah, well, yeah, because somebody was there earlier today and just about used the baby as a cudgel. That's actually where most of that came from. Remember,
no.
people, the arrows in the parking lot are only a suggestion.
Yeah, about used his baby as a cudgel. Not mine. Mine's too cute.
Hey, it's adorable. He takes great naps. So
I can't believe he kisses his kids with that mouth. Ugh.
man.
Anyway.
Yeah. Well, yeah, I mean, being married to you, I understand the unbridled rage that you can induce in other people. So
I know, right?
Just blinding anger all the time.
Lucky, shut up. No, I will kick you out of the room. Go lie down.
I don't want to be lucky
And that
right
was
now.
the dog abuse hour.
Nobody's feeling very unlucky right now.
Right? Apparently, Lucky is being obnoxious.
Me and Ashton totally went silent. We're like, okay, this is getting
Let's
entertaining.
just listen to this instead. Yeah, why not?
Lucky has to bark at my husband every time he sees him. Like when he's in the office, though, he'll snuggle up to his ass under the covers, and he's perfectly okay with him in the bedroom. But in my office, no one is allowed to come near me ever.
Well, does he do that with the kids?
With the little one, he does. He can't stand the little one.
Yeah, well, I mean, little kids are annoying. That's why.
And the other two boys, he does the same thing to Nathan. He likes Xander. He'll let Xander come and talk to me. He'll even come to Xander for pets, but he won't let anyone but me and Xander basically pet him. Anyone else gets yapped at in my office.
Is that
I'm trying to break him of it by squirting him every time he does it. Squirt, squirt, squirt.
Yeah, it's
Stop
a little one. Yeah.
Squirt, squirt, squirt.
Squirt, squirt, squirt. Well, that's great listening to you. Usually when we listen to Jazz do something like that off mic, it's shouting at the kids to shut up. Or why are you dragging a trash bag through the middle of the living room that leaks all over
my God,
everything?
I'm still pissed about that.
Little things. So, yeah.
When you walk out into the kitchen and you see a trail from the trash can
slime
all
trail.
the way through the living room as he took the trash out.
Yes.
Ugh.
But we got a great show for everybody today.
Lucky?
I heard him that time. The time before I didn't. But yep, great show. Probably a good 15 minutes of content to cram into this hour-long show. We got a little bit of Gamescom news. We got some first-hand experience with the New World Amazon MMO. I played 3 or 4 hours of it now, I think. I streamed most of it last night. It's a game. It's an MMO. It's pretty. The sound design's really good for those that like sound.
You like sound? I don't know. I don't know if sound really matters to me.
I mean, we'll go more.
I turn off all the music, so.
Well, no, this is like the first time I really noticed they went different with the sound design. I don't mean music, I mean sound, was when I went to mine a rock. And, usually in MMOs, it's like clank, clank, it's a thing. But this one, they have that sharp rapport, like when you actually hit a metal spike against a rock and it echoes around you. It sounds like that.
I'm not sure I'll like that.
No, I can imagine because it's actually pretty sharp. It's really well done. It sounds very realistic, and the cool part is when you're somewhere else and you hear somebody off in the distance doing that, and you hear that like clacking echo, like from a distance. It's very well done. Very minor details that have absolutely nothing to do with gameplay or anything like that. It's just something I noticed because I listen to sounds and I do this stupid show, and I've learned all sorts of stuff about sound. And it can make or break, a game, that was very well done. I also like the way the weapons sound. They have one of them has like a whoosh, whoosh, whoosh. I can't even do it right. It just sounds neat. It's got neat sounds. I mean, that's the praise I have for it so far. So, but before we get into that and the Gamescom news, Sib, are you?
What?
So, what you got? What's this? Holey Moley? What is?
Oh, okay. Me and
I
Ashton have been
I know it,
watching this
obviously, but-
show.
It's so stupid.
It's a
but
TV
so
show.
great.
It's great. Holy moly. Contestants put their miniature golf and physical skills to test as they face off in an out of this world challenges on a supersized course. Okay, this show, if you have not watched it, even if you're not a golf fan, which not a
we
huge,
aren't.
no,
Yeah.
but the cast and the things that these people have to do to play golf, it is absolutely hilarious, and it is so much fun to watch. I would suggest anybody go watch it.
Yeah, it's on ABC, and you can actually watch it after if you have Hulu. You can actually watch it on Hulu.
Yeah.
But it's one of the few shows that like you could just watch it with your family, and they're not cussing. They're not like over sexualizing anything. There's nothing really. It's just It's stupid miniature golf. It's like a cross between miniature golf and Wipeout.
Nice.
So yeah, and it's a lot of fun, and the hosts are hysterical.
It is hilarious.
So good. And they have the random part is, especially in the second season, they have John Lovitz is in it. He just randomly he putts the ball for at one of the holes in a pirate costume. And then they have I forgot his name, Mahoney from the Police Academy series and Cocoon and all those. What's his name?
Which one?
The one that always judges the diving in Holy Moly when they do.
Steve Gutenberg.
Steve Gutenberg.
He's actually a diver.
And then an actual a legendary diver.
Olympic diver.
Yeah.
Oh my God! Hold on. Not Phelps. He's an older guy. Hold on. I'm looking it up real quick.
Let's
Greg Louganis.
Greg Louganis.
I exhausted my knowledge of the Olympics.
Diving. But Greg Louganis, you know that name.
Yeah.
Everyone knows Greg Louganis.
And Steve Gutenberg are two of the judges, and then they have the basically, what do they call him? The it's the gopher. He's like the
gopher.
Mascot judging the diving one, which it is just
she loves this.
So funny because Greg Louganis always gives you his professional, critique because he's a diver. Okay, then you get Steve Gutenberg that's just over the top, hilarious. And then the poor gopher, he never says anything. He just gets flashcards, and he puts these little flashcards up. And no matter what he puts up, he could put like a little, like a nut, like a little acorn or something, or
a peach,
anything.
An apple. Yeah, he has all sorts
anything.
of cards.
And the guy that announces, of course, Marshall Joe, of course, turns and goes, "That is a score of." He does
4. It didn't
that
come
way
through,
every
baby.
time. Oh, I'm sorry, but it is hilarious because the way he says it. So now me and Ashton will be walking around, and anytime we have to say anything about 4, it's always 4.
Yeah. Earlier today, she's like, "What time's the show at 4?" I said, "It is." Wait, what time did you say again? She's like, 4. It's a stupid show. It's miniature golf, but it's give it a try. It's so funny. It really is. Especially watch it with your kids. They'll get a kick
actually
out of
put
it.
a trailer in the chat, but it's fun. The people that they have.
You can tell it's actually done by Stephen Curry, who is a real actual golf pro.
No, he's actually a basketball player, but
he's a golf pro too. He's both.
Oh, is he?
Yeah.
I didn't realize he was both.
And then he was on the cover of one of our sports magazines because apparently he also does. He had done something with a COVID. He started a COVID foundation for people that couldn't afford like the drugs or the testing or things. He's just apparently like this super awesome guy. Yeah.
He's also an actor and producer known for things like Ballers, Breakthrough.
Oh yeah.
And I know both of those.
Yeah.
That's crazy. But it is a lot of fun, and I would recommend anybody if you just want to sit back and laugh. Mm-hmm. It is fun to just watch. Enjoy it.
Especially with the kids. Yeah. Yeah, I love it. I don't know what we like, and we had tried some of the other shows that have come up lately, like The Floor is Lava, and I mean it's a thing. It's okay.
It's okay. It's almost I don't know.
Very fake.
Yeah. Well, like I said, the cast really makes Holy Moly, but it's hard to find a group of people that fit together and actually it's fun to watch.
They gel very, very well.
Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah, it's a good wholesome show. I mean, yeah, you can't say much more than that about it. So the other thing that Sibh and I kind of have been doing lately, Her
Go ahead.
more than me.
Tell our shame. Tell our shame.
We're back into Pokemon Go.
Yeah, and if anybody wants my trainer's ID,
If you want to be
I will
friends.
happily be your friend. Okay, because I'm addicted. It's fun. It's a lot more fun now, just because they have a lot more
It's
stops.
definitely a better game than it was 4 years ago. It's definitely come a long way.
We never had anything close to us because we're kind of on the outskirts of town, and now we have a huge. It used to be 1 mile park, but they took half a mile away, so now it's just half mile park.
Half a mile park.
But they actually put 5 stops down there, or 4 stops and 2 gyms, so we can walk down there and play Pokemon Go.
Oh, Hellcat asks if you give gifts, and yes, actually we do.
Oh yeah, I'm a giftaholic. I have so many freaking gifts because my pets just keep bringing me gifts.
Mm-hmm.
So I will
it's
happily
fun.
gift.
It's a stupid game still, and yeah, it makes me walk, and I hate that.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, we've got him out walking more than I don't know, but we usually go walk at least once a day, and do our little pokey stops and everything. But yes, I'm totally addicted to it again. I'm out walking other parks, going across town to walk at other parks. But it's fun, and it keeps me out of trouble. And then, and also leads to hidden playground dangers. So, yeah, just beware of those when you Pokemon Go, because
someone hasn't been able to run for a week and a half.
Slides are not made for people to stop on anymore. And who puts a 1.5-foot drop at the end of a slide? Seriously, these are built for little kids. Yes, I landed on my butt trying to save our 8-month-old. It was really embarrassing because I had to walk home with a soggy butt. And then a week and a half, like you said. Yeah. Then a week and a half, I haven't been able to run, but I'm finally starting to get back to it because my going down the slide,
she did
bunged
the
up my
slide and
hip.
she came home with a soggy butt and she's like, I hurt my butt, and no biggie, we do whatever, and it didn't hurt, of course. Then the next day she's like, she tried to go for one of her jogs and she's like, she came back like a mile into it. I can't, my hip is hurting. 2 days later, we're like, she's finally figured out, I fell off the slide. I bet you that's what hurt my hip. And it's fun getting old because things that seem like they would be no big deal, all of a sudden are debilitating and have you not being able to walk in a straight line for weeks on end.
Yep.
It makes you realize you're old.
Yeah, I've seen those, Ericus, the weird and creepy Pokemon Go encounters. They were especially prominent at the very beginning, like with people walking off of a guy from IGN literally walked off the side of a pier. He wasn't paying attention and just went over the rail on the side and into the water. Yeah, people walking into fountains. I mean, the most I've ever done is like tripped on a crack. So, I mean, at least I've got that. I'm not.
Yeah, I'm going to have to get him a cane or a walker to go Pokemon going with because he's always tripping. I'm like, and he's not even looking at his phone, and he's walking along and he just trips. I'm like, you okay?
Yeah, and she won't let me go walk with like a rascal or something.
No. What purpose does that serve? Ugh.
I get my mileage in.
No.
You guys are no fun. So. Mm-hmm. Oh man.
So that's all mine. That was all mine. I'm okay.
That's
my little dork comments.
Yes, but Holy Moley is great. I really highly recommend that. What'd you say, Uni?
I didn't say anything.
Oh, that was weird. It sounded like someone went.
Microphone. I moved it down and it goes.
Oh, like good. I thought there was like a ghost in my apartment or something.
There could be.
The microphone farted. Sorry.
So, Jazz, you still playing the Fallouts?
Yeah, I've really kind of thrown myself into it, and besides being a buggy ass fucking game, which we all knew it was.
But no, Jazz, it's been out for over a year now. By now, I'm sure
They don't give a flying fuck about that game.
Actually,
But
is it 2 years now?
it's still fun. It's a lot of fun. I can't say this enough. If they just would have focused, they could have made this like the best game ever.
Holy crap.
It is
really
so
could've.
cool. It is such a cool game. And getting the chat program
Yeah, you
mod
told me about
really has helped me because now I can roleplay if I want to.
that.
And
Okay, here's a real quick
that
thing.
has-
October 23rd will be its 2-year anniversary. That game's almost 2 years old now. Does it feel like it's been out that long
No.
to anybody else?
No.
Or is time just
it's still
screaming
a
by?
buggy piece of crap that is
Yeah.
not optimized at all for computers. I can't for example,
Xbox or PlayStation.
right. I can't put it on windowed and then have something on my second screen because it still closes the game if I try to go to my second screen.
Yes, you have
And
to.
the best part is if you do that more than 2 or 3 times, the game says F you and your computer and you crash your whole system.
Sib has fixes
So-
for that.
I had to actually put my taskbar on both screens where I can actually get to things. That's the only
'Cause
way
it
I
would
found
black
to
out
solve
one of
it
her
because
screens.
it would lock up my computer, like you said, and I wouldn't be able to do.
Yeah, I
crap.
can't even go to my second screen and do that because it closes the
wow.
game on my first screen if I try to use my second screen. So I still have to tab out regardless. So with that game,
Good.
it has helped with my other games because I can have the other screen. But in Fallout, not so much. I still have to tab out. So it's tough. I can't figure out why it's like that no matter what I do. So I'm just like, you know what? I'm just going to tab out.
From Kishmas in the chat, actually, that's interesting. Fallout lore fact: October 23rd is also the day the balls fell in the Fallout universe. So they released it originally on the day that in game the bombs fell. So
Where are you seeing the chat? Because I
stream
maybe-
chat from
Twitch.
Twitch.
Okay.
Yeah.
Sorry.
Some of us are amazing multitaskers. I have 2 screens with 3 things on each one.
Yeah. Yeah. Our son multitasks in the bathroom. He's gonna kill me anyway. Let's move on.
So somebody was doing something. They were heading to the stall, and she was like, "What are you doing?" He was doing something else, and he just shouts from the bathroom, "I'm multitasking."
Sorry. Okay, Jess.
Yes.
Continue your story before my son comes in here and chokes me out.
Okay.
Yeah, we're not sequestered like you. He can hear us through the kitchen. Okay, I think he's upstairs. We're good.
We're good.
So but it is a fun game. Their problem is they used the shitty Fallout 3 engine, which they then used for Fallout 4, and they're like, this is good. Let's keep using this thing and try to just cram multiplayer into it. And they didn't do a very good job of it.
I mean, and like I said, it's still a fun game.
It's
I
a
just
fun
made
game.
50.
They
And
just-
I enjoy the hell out of it, particularly now that I can roleplay, which is always an important part of any game I play. But yeah, it's every now and then you're just like, buggy ass, piece of shit game. Why am I playing this? And then,
Yeah, Sib,
go back to playing.
she'd be playing and all this. She just gets so angry, and there's her trainer code for anybody interesting in the general chat of Discord. Remember, twitch.tv/crashwhileleloading to subscribe and follow and click on the Discord, and you can talk to us during the week and blah 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 blah. You get it. You know how it works by now. Just do it.
No, I think my final draw was whenever I logged in and all my crap was on me. And I was in the middle of the world. There was no banks or no train stations or boxes anywhere around. It would have taken me I was doing the slow bro walk like nobody's business. I mean, I think it was 400 and some items on me. That's not even the weight.
Yeah,
And I just was like,
I heard about that bug.
it
Actually,
unloaded all of your gear from your power armor, right? And that all weighs 30 pounds.
It
apiece.
unloaded everything from my storage, from my power armor.
Yeah.
It
when
took
I
Oh.
logged in, yeah, that happened to me when I
pieces
logged
off
in.
the power armor. I mean,
Yeah.
everything. And I was just like, you know what? Screw you. I was like, I'm done with you, Fallout. I've had enough. I did go back, but it's been I love it, but I hate it.
I tried to log in and I was like, I'm overburdened and I don't have a lot of space and I don't really feel like playing time management the game right now, so I logged back out. But I mean, it is a shame that they could have done so much. It really should be an 80-90% like gamer score, and it could have been one of the most amazing games out there and put a lot of the other ones to shame, but they got complacent and lazy at Bethesda. But we've known that for a while. Their last several outings, I mean, Greymore was in ESO was fine, I guess. I mean, was okay. Was a game. I actually liked Elsewhere better, and I hate the Khajiit, and I hate deserts, and I still liked that expansion better. So that had vampires and it's great underground cave. And, it's all right, I guess. So then there's the other thing now that we talked about, the New World from Amazon. I know Jazz will probably have more to say about this next week because she just got it installed literally before we started.
Yeah.
So I'll go over it for her. Jazz, it's an MMO. You downloaded an MMO. Yeah. It has such amazing new and revolutionary things like a light attack. Okay, you push the left mouse button to do that. So it's got a light attack. You hold that down, does a heavy attack. Okay.
Yeah.
Okay, and if you click the right mouse button, you'll block. Is any of this sounding familiar yet?
Yep.
If you hit the space bar, you want to guess what you do? You dodge.
Jump.
You'll dodge. Yeah, actually, there is no actual just flat out button to jump, which is aggravating as shit. I will be honest with you. Sometimes the space bar makes you jump. Sometimes it makes you dodge. Sometimes you don't do anything.
What?
Yeah, I don't know what it's supposed to be doing. It's weird.
Okay, that I just had a horrible flashback to when
Final Fantasy
14. There was no jump.
Mm-hmm.
You would hit the space bar and you wouldn't do anything. It was
At least the difference in this is if you hold when you're holding the run button, like if you hit a boulder or a fence, he leaps over it on his own. It's like a parkour animation kind of a thing, and it's dodgy. It works when it feels like it. Again, this is new. It's a preview. I get it. Although this game was actually supposed to be out by now, Jazz. Jazz pre-ordered it, and now it's delayed until spring
next
of 2021.
Year.
That sucks.
Yeah. Yeah, it was originally going to come out September 29th, and apparently they're doing this preview as a way to say, sorry, it's going to be another 6 months, probably. That's my guess. So you actually, you have 3 skills per weapon, not 5 like ESO, because that is complicated. You only get 3 per weapon. At least
that doesn't make me happy.
And you can have a total of 3 weapons equipped eventually. Like you have to level, like you have 1, and then at level 5 you get 2, and then somewhere after that, 15, 20, you get the 3rd one opened up. And each one will have 3 skills. And right now, the only weapon you need is the axe because it is so crazy overpowered. You're using anything else, you're basically just wasting your time. It has, when you use a certain skill, it'll give you like 15 seconds of invulnerability, and if you level it up high enough too, and get the other parts, it refreshes every 30 seconds. So you're only vulnerable to be hit every 15 seconds out of a fight.
That's weird.
Right. Yeah, it's gonna get nerfed. There's no way. I mean, it just there's no 2 ways around it.
Are they just doing that for the beta?
From what I've heard, it's been like that for quite some time. It's just how it is, and I don't know how they're going to have to rebalance it because it's done through like the skill points that you get as you level the weapon up. And the more you use a weapon, that's how you actually level it up. Level up how you get your skill points. The weapon has like a level up system itself. So you use the hatchet a whole bunch, you get hatchet experience, and that you ding the hatchet experience and you get a hatchet point. Sword, you get a sword point. There's magic in it. I mean, it's an MMO. I mean, I don't know what else. There's not a whole lot to really say about it other than, it's not the New World is not what I originally thought, where you're going to be going around and killing like Navajo or something, which is probably for the better.
Oh my god.
Well, I mean, come on. At first, when they announced New World and they made us all look like conquistadors, I was like, how are they going to do this game? And it turns out they did it with the very original fill it with undead zombies. Every enemy so far is either a wolf or something that's undead. Jazz is loving everything I'm telling her, isn't she?
You have no idea how annoyed I am right now. So,
but it is. I mean, I get why they call it New World now. Apparently, it's in that time period. But they find this new world, this island, and there's magic shit on this island. Not everybody can get there. So, and of course, in the very original fashion of MMOs, you start off on a boat trying to get there. That's where you make your character. And then the boat's attacked and you wash up on shore. Any of this sounding familiar?
Mm-hmm. They didn't even bother. I saw that, was like, really?
And then
you couldn't even change ESOs.
You come across. And AQ2. Remember, that was EQ2.
Oh, yeah, and EQ2.
Mm-hmm.
Yep. And in Age of Conan.
Age of Conan was another one. Yep. So, and of course, as is with all MMOs, the first idiot you find on a beach that has a campfire, you're like, I'll just do everything this guy asks of me. Hello, adventurer. Nice day for fishing, ain't it?
Oh my god.
I love them so much. Oh my god. Okay, real quick.
Go for it.
Have you been watching them on YouTube play D&D?
Oh yeah, we've been watching them for a couple weeks.
Oh my god, it's hysterical. I love it so much.
Yeah.
Roger's my man.
Oh my gosh.
We went to Best Buy, Yunfei, the one near you-ish, kind of, down the street.
Uh-huh.
The guy at the entrance that was greeting people is Rowan. He looks like him.
For his name tag. I was
he
like,
had the Best Buy shirt was just like the Playtech shirt. I mean,
he sounded just like him, because when we came in, he goes, "Can I help you?"
Yeah.
And I looked at Mike, and we had walked by him, and I looked at Mike, and I was like, "Oh my god, was that not just Rowan?"
I was like, yes,
I knew
him. Yeah, he looks exactly like Rowan. He sounds like him, minus the British accent, but it was Rowan. I was like, holy shit, it's a real person. But yes, we have been watching it, and it's
it is.
Was it Viva La Dirt
amazing.
League? For those of us for those of you who don't know, I have a clue what we're talking about.
Yep, I gotta do AFK real quick.
Go ahead.
You need a clue.
Viva La Dirt League. But anyway, so the quests are very, very fetchy. It's extremely crafting oriented. It's kind of like a survival game, a la Fortnite and Minecraft, where you have to gather a lot of resources to build weapons and things like that and level those things up. So you spend almost as much time in the crafting system as you do in the fighting system. It's very, very, very crafting oriented. And some people are going to love that, and some people like me are not. It's also extremely PvP oriented. Once you get high enough, certain quests require you to flag PvP, and there's 3 factions that you just pick arbitrarily. The most popular one, of course, is not going to be the yellow one, because the yellow classes are always stupid. Look at Pokemon Go. Yellow team's a joke. Look at Fall Guys. Yellow team's a joke. Even the devs almost deleted it.
He doesn't mean that yellow team on Pokemon Go.
You're the worst. Nobody likes you.
Or Fall Guys.
Or Fall Guys is also the worst. I was on a yellow team once, and I almost wanted to make myself lose. I hated it so much. Unfortunately, my gaming spirit kicked in, and we whooped their ass! But that's beside the point. I still wanted to lose. That wouldn't have been bad if we did. But, I mean, it's definitely going to find its market. It doesn't do anything new, and what it is now is not. I highly doubt they can keep it. 6 months is a lot of development time for an MMO, especially at the end game stage like they're at. So I hope they do a lot of improvements, because right now it's okay. I do like the fact that at least the only thing it has going for it is if you buy the base game at the cheap $40, which is all you need, it doesn't have a monthly subscription.
Oh, that's good.
Supposedly. Then again, what was it? Ericus said the other night when he was watching me play. It's an hour to be able to teleport back to your hometown, unless of course you pay $15 a month, and then we can cut that time down by half. So I can see stuff like that probably coming down the pike, but we'll see. I don't know. I will be curious to see what Jazz thinks of it once she actually gets her hands on it.
Yeah,
if I
remapped everything.
Tainted her.
I've remapped everything, so we'll see when it comes. What I actually think of it.
Well, maybe I could stream some of seeing what you think of it as you play it too, because I'd be curious to get your take on it. Because I'm not impressed, but I'm not like this is the worst. This is not the worst game ever. It's definitely not Crucible, their other game. That was just horrible. But it is showing me a problem that Amazon Games is going to have going into the future, is that they don't innovate anything. Crucible was just a poor man's remake of Overwatch and Apex Legends. New World is just a poor man's remake of EverQuest and ESO and World of Warcraft with PvP. It's just,
which is funny because it seems like they're a wee bit late jumping on that bandwagon.
Yeah, by about 15
years.
Yeah. Yeah, the original show intro I was going to do was something about Amazon innovating from the in a genre that was innovative and recreated the video game marketplace for 5 years, from 2000 to 2005, and then it's basically stalled out since then. But then I saw my grandson. I was like, I could fold a baby, and I bet you there's a market for that. So that's. I mean, it's a preview, so I'm not gonna bash too hard on it. But the other thing,
and it's also beta. But
it's a beta. But at the same time, you have to think of it like this too, Jazz. What we're playing right now is what they intended to release already. This would have been what they released right now.
I would guess the reason that they stalled it out was that the last few tests that they ran, people were like thumbs down, and so they canceled it, and they're running back to beta to restart the system and figure out how to make it better.
Crucible did that. Actually, their other game, Crucible, now they say it was released. I played the release. It's in beta now.
Yeah.
Is that one of our dogs crying, or is that something squeaking?
That's Cloud.
Oh, okay. She loves our boy so much that sometimes when she can't see him, she whines. It's actually quite pathetic. Huh?
I think she wants out.
Oh, she probably wants out. Or she has to go potty, either one.
That works too.
Right. So, and real quick, Gamescom's going on. As of this writing, or as of us recording this, it's still going on right now, so there's not a ton. But few quick notes. World of Warcraft Shadowlands comes out October 27th. It does, in fact, have a neat trailer. It's neat. Dragon Age 4 is announced. We don't know. No one really know what it looks like. They just released a bunch of concept art. So,
which is funny.
Right.
I don't know why they do that.
They just,
if I go to look at a game and all they have is concept art, I don't even bother with it anymore.
Well, it's Dragon Age 4, so you kind of know what you're getting with it, but I think they did it because BioWare needs a win very, very badly. And I think they're hoping, after what they did with Mass Effect and what's the other shit? Anthem. They've had some serious problems recently. And they're owned by a company that's known to shutter development studios on a whim. So yeah, Dragon Age 4. It would have been nice to see something, even like a kind of a trailer. but we'll see. What was the other thing here? Star Wars Squadrons. It's actually going to be another cheap game, $40 because it's a shorter game. But I like the fact that apparently you can run it in VR. So that's going to be neat. Playing a Star Wars flight sim in VR.
Cool.
And there's my grandson. Sims is getting a expansion for Star Wars Journey to Batuu, which has some reason really pissed off Sims fans that because some of them aren't into Star Wars, and apparently if you're not into it, you're not allowed to not buy a thing. Move on. I don't know. I don't know why people are like that. I really don't.
Hey, I made it.
Hey, Strafay. Hey, Ben.
Hey.
Finally, we got some more guys around here.
There you go.
Getting around here with all these women.
It's like we got Ben, too.
Yeah, as I said. I think she's helping him with his mic.
I had rogue red lights, literally a rogue thunderstorm hit, and I was like, good lord, what else could hit?
Road rage.
Road rage.
But I got here, so yay!
Yay!
Hey!
Yay! There's a lot of other stuff, too, that was released at Gamescom, but most of it is already repeated from other things. Oh, and the chat looks horrible. That was actually supposed to be under that. The chat in New World is terrible. It looks fucking awful. It's just bad. It's bad.
But you can level up your skills.
I did. I have a hatchet. I am overpowered now.
Ye mighty hatchet.
Yeah, it's the chat. It's the window's kind of clear, but the way it does it, what people say goes across there, and in tinier text underneath that, it gives their name like under it. It is the dumbest chat I have ever seen. I'm not a fan at all.
Where's this game developed at?
This is New World, the Amazon game.
Oh.
I played it last night. I got into
the dev team here in the States, or is it elsewhere?
I think they're here in the States.
Okay.
Yeah, I
that's
believe
weird.
so.
Yeah, this is the one that, for those of you coming, since you guys came in late, we've already mostly talked about this, so I'm not going to spend a lot of time. But it's the one Jazz pre-ordered and now is delayed until spring of 2021.
Roger that.
Because it was supposed to come out now. But Jazz pre-ordered it. And that instantly
Everyone did,
delayed
apparently,
it for 6 months.
Why did you do that, Jazzy?
I mistakenly thought it was going to be released in August. That's why.
You're adorable.
Silly me.
So, and before we actually have, I'm glad you guys showed up because this will make it more interesting. We're going to have a game show called The Video Game Price is Right.
Oh,
but before we get to that, I saw Bram Stoker's Dracula for the first time. It holds up okay.
Wow, really?
Yeah.
The 90s one?
Yeah, the 1992.
Yeah. Oh, yeah.
Well,
we did the audiobook at work.
Yeah.
Okay.
And I told him, I said, it's one of the, because I'm almost done with the book. And I told him, I was like, I'm surprised the movie holds pretty close to the book.
Very close.
Well, that's cool.
There's one major change in it, but I will tell you,
love story
it
does
holds,
not exist.
Yeah, it's non-existent.
It's 1992. I'm not too worried about spoilers at this point.
Yeah, no kidding.
If you don't know how Dracula
But they did
ends,
it, they did the love story for Hollywood.
Yeah. The whole Winona Ryder looked the same in the present as she did in the past of his first love that threw herself off the building. That's Hollywood bullcrap. That's not actually there. He's just a piece of shit. He's Dracula.
Yeah.
He doesn't need a reason to, be.
No, I actually really, really enjoyed the book.
But yeah, and I mean, as movie adaptations go, I have to say that's probably the most accurate I've seen outside of like maybe the first Harry Potter movie, because that was stuck pretty close to the book. But it was good. I mean, the special effects.
Oh, good.
Some of them hold up really well. Like the shadow is still a great special effect. His little moving shadow all on its own.
Yeah, that was really good.
The werewolf makeup, surprisingly, actually it's still really creepy and great. The only things that really don't hold up well is when they do the overlap of like Dracula's eyes over storm clouds, like green screen kind of stuff.
That was really bad weird. Even then.
Right.
So that made everybody cringe. That was just like, geez, that's
it
cheesy.
works even less now.
Yeah.
But also, that's a hell of a cast too. I knew Gary Oldman.
Oh, it
was
did.
in it, but
yeah.
Anthony Hopkins, the guy that played Wesley, and Princess Bride. And,
Carrie Always.
Yeah, that's the guy. So, it was that one guy that's I think a few people, Keanu Reeves.
Rise.
Although I will say he was terrible in that. He
was really bad.
He's been terrible in pretty much every movie he's been in.
That's not true. I like some stuff.
He's great in
I
John
have to
Wick,
agree.
but that's also because he doesn't talk
He's good in John Wick.
He doesn't talk a lot. He just shoots guns, and he really is really good
Hey,
at doing
bro, I know Kung Fu.
Right.
He was good in The Matrix.
Yeah.
He
was good in The
He
Matrix.
was in the original Matrix.
Right. Well, that's less of him and more of the sequels are just
the
awful.
two dumpster fires that came after it, you can't really count.
So anybody
He was
going,
good in Bill and Ted's.
I was gonna say, anyone going to see the
Excellent
new
adventure.
Mhm.
I'm gonna go see it.
I want to. I'm
I do
curious.
too.
It looks
still
stupid.
I'm ready for movies to open. I'm,
Yeah.
be able to go again.
Yeah,
I saw
I miss it.
when I was looking up Holy Moly. I saw the New Mutants.
New Mutants.
advertised.
I want to see Bill and Ted, Tenet, of course, and New Mutants. So those three movies that.
Swear to God, none of you have watched The Booth at the End yet, have you?
Nope.
What's that? I don't even remember.
I
that
can't
show.
find it, so I am allowed to. Yeah.
No, I have not. I'm
really,
like you guys. I
really
listen
good.
to the show while I'm doing it, and after that, I forget everything we've talked about.
Yeah, pretty much.
Yeah, pretty much. I mean, it's
Yeah.
just. I mean,
guys are terrible.
you guys are all just here for the money. I know that's why everyone's here.
Oh yeah, right.
Yeah,
Yeah,
okay.
dollars.
Dollar bill, y'all.
Right on, man.
Oh gosh.
Oh yeah, actually, that the new Batman movie. Did anybody see the trailer
That's
for
the
that?
one with
I did.
Patterson. What'd you guys think?
I thought it was like, look, the quest for more money. We'll make it darker, creepier, but it looks awesome. But it did look awesome.
I thought it
don't-
looks.
I'm
I'm willing
kinda-
to see. I'm willing to see it and give him a chance.
Yeah.
You got to give. him that
It's
much.
gonna be. It looks good. No, it looks cool. I just still the first thing in my mind was, Batman, the search for more money.
The. I mean, I get why he had the black stuff around his eyes because of the mask, but it
Yeah.
did make it struck really bad of emo Spider-Man 3. I will say.
Yeah.
But it is, and I think they're saying this is like year 2 of Batman. This is like only his second year into being Batman. So
Okay.
we'll see. The Batmobile was pretty neat. I mean, I like
It looked
their
pretty
take
sweet,
on some
yeah.
of the stuff. But yeah, well, I'll give him a chance. He's really not a bad actor. He was great in Harry Potter. He's just that. It's kind of like with the prequel trilogy.
Really?
Yes, really.
I'm talking to the cat who's howling at me.
But the
Can you
like
hear
the-
him?
Yeah,
Nope.
I can. But like how the prequel
Awesome.
trilogy made people like Ewan McGregor and Samuel L. Jackson and all those guys terrible Natalie Portman, all terrible actors. It wasn't the actor's fault. That was all direction. And that's kind of where I go with Twilight. He's a good actor. It's just bad movies. Just bad movies.
Yeah,
From what
pretty
I've
much.
seen, it's Twilight too. So
What's that?
from what I've seen of him, he hates Twilight too.
Yeah, that's
Who doesn't hate Twilight?
the woman that wrote it and made millions of dollars.
Yeah, she's probably cool with it.
Yeah, I think she's all right with it. So,
One more thing before we get into the game
okay,
show.
go for it.
The gentleman that starred in Black Panther.
Oh, yeah.
That is
Yeah.
so sad, and
Yeah.
I just can't believe it. I was like shocked when my
Is it
Ashton-
I think everybody was
Chadwick,
shocked.
Chadwick Bosman? Is that it?
Chadwick Boseman, yeah.
Chadwick Bosman. That's it.
And I'm sorry if I say the name wrong, but
It might be Bozeman. I don't know. I'm not.
he was phenomenal as the Black Panther.
Mm-hmm.
I knew nothing about Black Panther until I watched that show, and I thought, I love the Black Panther.
Mm-hmm. Well, you know
So-
and I know this. He was great. I was really, really looking forward to seeing, because in the comics, Black Panther and Storm are kind of an item.
Yep.
And with them having Marvel having the X-Men now, I was really looking forward if they did when they did Black Panther 2, which who knows what's going to happen now. That would be I was really hoping they would introduce Storm in that movie like they've done with the others, how they introduce side characters and stuff like that. And
I don't know that anyone's going to be able to fill those shoes.
I think that he just has to go. He just has to go away. I mean, right? I don't know what you would do.
They will find somebody else.
It won't. I just cannot see it being the same.
You reform Warmonger and he takes on the man. I don't know.
I was going to say they might have somebody else, another one of the characters, take the mantle on, or like if they do. I don't know if the comics, if he has a son or something like that, that they might be able to squeeze in. Because, you know, the mantle of the Black Panther does pass down, so it's not tied to the actor. A female Black Panther, don't give them any ideas, Ericus.
They would probably totally do that, actually.
And they would, and it would probably, if it's not in the comics already, they're gonna reap that reward. But honestly, it is such a shame. Apparently, too, what I've heard about him too, he has been battling this cancer for 4 years. And he's been going to children's cancer wars, like a lot of these guys do. Chris Evans, Chris Hemsworth, Chris Pratt. You know, there's a lot of Chris's in the MCU.
A lot of Chris's rolling around.
But Robert Downey Jr., all these guys, they know the power they have over kids, and they use it for such amazing things. You know, and him being Black Panther, who was, you know, was such a prominent, you know, one of the first real. Well, I guess Blade technically would be the first black superhero, but.
But it was like with me. I didn't know a lot about the Black Panther. He brought him to life.
He did it,
you know,
great.
For so many people.
Yeah.
You know, Black Panther's a household name now because of him.
And he was, like a lot of the MCU stuff, I mean, Black Panther was, in the comics, before this, he was maybe as far as D-list comic book character. He was definitely not top tier. I mean, he was up there with, like, Iron Man was like B. Nobody cared. Nobody gave a shit in a Marvel about Iron Man hardly at all until the movies.
Captain America, though.
Captain America was in Spider-Man were their two biggest, but like even the Hulk, Thor.
Yeah, the Hulk was more.
Thor still looks like an idiot. Although apparently he
does.
just killed Galactus, so you know he's got that.
Hey,
and he's gonna be in Fortnite.
Because why not?
Why not? Although I will say the preview when the Fortnite characters met the X-Men, or Wolverine and the banana guy popped out little banana claws, that was pretty fucking funny. I got a laugh out of that. But yeah, Chad, it's 43. The guy's only a year older than me. It starts to hit home when that shit starts happening to you. Like
6 years older than me. That's crazy.
Yeah, I mean he's younger than Jazz, and yeah, he's younger than a lot of us here. A bunch of these old people on the show.
See what you did there, bro. Good save. Love you, Jazzy. Hey.
Yeah.
Okay, let's see what. Actually, Ericus, that might not be bad. Although she's not so much that, but Shuri, his sister, she might make a good replacement. I think people would go along with that.
I would vote for that. She did awesome.
You're not close enough, babe.
Oh, I'm trying. Sorry. I've been looking up stuff on the Black Panther.
But yeah, if Shuri took over the mantle,
his sister was a babe with that freaking spear. I was like, yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Well, and she's an established character in the movies. I think I could get behind that too.
I would vote for that one.
Just because she's awesome too, and she was one of the more lively characters in the Black Panther universe through the movies too. She was great.
I thought she was cooler than the Black Panther myself, but I'm a little biased. Hey.
Yeah.
I'm looking at this chick with a bad to the bone spear, like whooping people down. I was like, yeah.
Which one? She's the one that had the gauntlets. His sister's the one that had the Panther.
Oh, you're right. She was a scientist, right?
Yeah, she's
the inventor.
Oh, I was thinking the Royal Guard. That's who I was thinking.
Oh no, that's the girl that plays Michonne in Walking Dead. Yeah, she is.
Yeah, Michonne. I was rooting for Michonne. There you go.
Okay, Michonne also would. I think I could get behind that one too. Yeah. Okay. So there you go, Ericus. You've talked us into it.
Even I wouldn't even say the girl that played his love interest wouldn't even be a bad choice. The one that she was like a freedom fighter.
Yeah, the one that he was. I never get nervous, kind of. Yeah, when he totally got nervous.
I can't say her name. Nika. I'm butchering names.
Nika.
I think. Yeah, but either any three of those women would probably be a really good.
Yeah, or they would have to go with the one, the big guy, that was on the other tribe. I forget his name now.
Oh, the big old like bear
Yeah,
guy,
the
or whatever
big,
he was.
the
Yeah.
big dude.
It was Mbaku. Mabaka.
I'm just gonna call him Barrett without the gun. And there you go.
Yeah.
He was played by Winston Duke.
Yeah.
So yeah.
Big dude. The big dude. Yeah.
Yeah, even him. I mean, I would be happy. I mean, but it was heartbreaking to hear that.
Yeah.
He passed.
But it will be. We'll be curious to see if they're gonna. That's one of those things. You go have a MCU universe with actors, and things are gonna happen. You know, it's not like they were able to replace War Machine early on from Iron Man 1 to Iron Man 2 because the guy that they replaced him with is just objectively better.
Yep.
So.
Well, it was similar to what happened with Spartacus. You know, they had to replace the gentleman that played the original Spartacus, but you could tell there was a huge difference in the acting style.
The Spartacus Blood and Sand, yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, so. All right, well, now that we're all bummed out.
Well, we paid our homage to a great
I'm glad you
actor.
I meant to put that in there, and like I said, if it's not in the show notes, I will probably forget it. So, all right, well, with that, let's see here. Welcome to the video game Price is Right, where you too could win absolutely nothing except bragging rights and points. So let's get our contestants here. Jazz, come on down. Sibh, Strafay, Ben, and Yunfei. You're all the contestants on the video game Price is Right. Now for our host, I miss Rob Roddy. He's not the host, but I do miss Rob Roddy. He's great. I'll turn that down now. I'm going to keep it going in the background, though. So if you don't want to listen to it, you guys, you're just going to have to turn it down yourselves. And sorry for blowing out yours. So what we're going to do here is I've just got an assortment of games. Some of them rare, some of them really
I can't
rare.
even hear you.
I couldn't either. I had to
Turn
turn
it
down the
down.
bot.
Just turn it down.
How do I turn it down?
I'm blown out.
You right-click on the groove, and you turn down the user volume.
Okay.
Yeah, I was like, holy crap, is he talking to us? Because I don't hear anything.
Wow, there we go. That is much better. Holy cow. That was loud.
It's the same. I don't know what to tell you. So anyway,
Yeah, not helpful.
I'm just seeing if you guys are actually paying attention, if your ears are truly blown out. So, what we're going to do is we'll just go down the line. So it'll start with Jazz, then Sibh, Strafay, Ben, Yunfei. You know, you guys, if you don't know how the Price is Right showcase thing works, or not the showcase showdown, but the who gets to be the next contestant thing works at this point, you have clearly never been sick from school and had to stay home and watch the Price is Right. And I feel a great swell of pity for you because that's just, frankly, sad and not a good thing. So we're just going to go over some video games, and since these guys really have absolutely no idea what anything is worth, and some of these are both ridiculously cheap and crazy expensive, Price is Right rules. First one to get closest to it without going over gets the point. And then we'll start with Jazz, go through it, and then
This is
Sibh.
going to be a short game, folks.
Well, the good thing is I've got somewhere around 50 of these, so we'll be going on this for like a good another hour and a half.
What?
Wow.
I'm kidding.
Wait a minute. No.
No, because I can't stand to talk to you guys that long. So anyway,
What do we win?
So we'll start.
You win bragging rights.
You win bragging rights.
Yeah, I remember those from the old show. I like those.
A deep dish pizza. I don't know.
I could go for a deep dish pizza.
Tell him what he's won, Ashen.
You've won. What was it? UHF. Remember that old Weird Al Yankovic?
Yeah.
You get to drink from the fire hose. What's in the box? Nothing. Absolutely nothing. You're so stupid. That was a great show. So bad. All right. Well, the very first one we have here is, we'll start with MMOs because this is actually a World of Warcraft Collector's Edition from Blizzard Entertainment for the PC from 2004.
Can we get a picture of it in the chat? In general chat?
No. Because it'll take forever.
Well, this game sucks already.
Yeah. So anyway, it's the most valuable PC game. World of Warcraft Collector's Edition is held in high esteem by gaming geeks the world over. Released in 2004 as a limited edition, this box CD version of the multi-billion-dollar grossing MMORPG commands a price of up to... I'm not going to tell you that part. Jazz, what do you guess?
When was this?
2004. It's basically the original collector's edition of World of Warcraft when it first released.
Yes. I know a phone a friend you can use that plays World of Warcraft.
You can't phone a friend.
I'm gonna say $60.
The price it was less than the price it was when it came out. It's a bold statement. It's bold. Okay. Sib?
I'm gonna go with let's go with 2000.
2000. All right. And Strafe, what's your guess?
1500.
1800.
15.
I said 1500.
1-5.
Wait, I do not understand this game already.
Have you never watched The Price is Right? You're supposed to guess the value of what it would sell for, like what it sells for today is what we're going off of.
Oh, I thought you meant what it sold for then.
Oh no! If we did that, every game would just be $60.
Jazz couldn't hear the rules.
Okay,
like all of us.
All right, Jazz. We'll let you do a do-over. What do you think it's worth today if somebody had this boxed up and sold right now? If I had cash money, what would it probably go for?
$1 bill, y'all.
I'd say $1,000.
$1,000. All right.
Yay!
All right, Ben. What's your guess?
$350.
$350.
Unifate, do 351.
That is a legitimate way to win. So.
Yeah, it is.
What'd you have, Yunfei?
$1,154.
Clearly, she's cheating, but yes, let's go with that.
She is not cheating even remotely.
I am not cheating. I am not
It was Sib is closest without going over it, $2,000, because as of right now, this thing has sold for as much as $4,300.
Good gracious.
Crap.
Yeah, so, and remember, this is kind of the baseline. Some of these things are ridiculously expensive. So,
wow.
Right. So,
okay, I was just making a shot in the dark.
Good shot. All right. We're gonna go into something. We'll save that one for after. What's this one here? Oh, I gotta find them. Yeah, this is very well done. I'm just scrolling through shit. Okay, here's a good one. Now everybody knows this one. It's the Super Mario Brothers, not the one that came with Super Mario Brothers and Duck Hunt. It's just Super Mario Brothers for the NES. It seems like it's far from rare, but it's one of the most popular games for the console. But that didn't stop collectors from losing their collective minds over a factory-sealed copy that showed up in 2017.
Oh my goodness!
Still, it has the gold logo and the black. If you've got a copy of Super Mario laying around, you're better off playing it. But if it happens to be in the original box with a factory seal, you're looking at a potential payoff of... All right, this time we're going to go with Sib first.
Okay, I'm going to go with...
I'll give you all a hint. Don't lowball yourselves on this one.
I'm going to go with $15,000.
$15,000. All right, Strafe.
I was going to go 5,000.
5,000?
Yep.
All right. What about you, Ben?
150,000.
150,000. And you and Faye? You and Faye?
I think we lost a Yunfei.
No, I'm thinking.
Oh, okay.
Give her a minute.
You gotta.
Women have to
you
think
gotta
about
think
this stuff.
out loud for a podcast.
You say, things.
Did somebody say 125,000 already?
Nope. You'd be the
nope.
first.
But
Okay,
Ben
I'm
did
the
say
first.
150,000, so.
125,000, obviously, right? And Jazz, back to you. What do you think?
200K.
200K. Okay. All right. And once again on this one, Sib is closest at $1,500. Looking at a potential payoff of
1,500 or 15,000? I said
15,000. 15,000.
Okay.
That's what I meant.
I was like, wait a minute.
Math is good. This one went for $30,000.
Holy smokes.
Oh.
Yeah. So
that would destroy all my student loans. I wish I had that thing.
That's sad that that's the first place your brain went to.
I mean, hey.
All right. Well, let's go with another one here. This one is from back in the Atari 2600, and Strafe, you'll be going first one with this. It was created by Steve Slack from Inspiration Video Concepts. It's called Red Sea Crossing. Was released in 1983 with only 100 copies had ever been produced. The team only marketed the new game in a few magazines, and it quickly dissolved in obscurity. So far, only 2 copies have surfaced. The original advertisement also promised a coloring book and audio tape, but neither of these have been found. So a copy of the Red Sea Crossing for the Atari 2600 sold in 2012 for... How much do you think, Strafe?
50,000.
50. Remember, without going over, guys.
That's fine, but man, that's Atari 2600. You're talking about some rare cartridges now.
Yeah, this one.
That's
especially.
true.
So what about you, Ben?
$1.
$1. Now there, it's more like the price is right.
Now that's a smart move.
All right, Yunfei, what did you bet you?
If it's not $2,600, I'll be really disappointed.
2,600, so 2,600. Gotcha. I wanted to make sure I'm good at math. What about you, Jazz? What do you think? Red Sea Crossing, the game that almost nobody has ever played, probably. Oh, it's still got
ever
the video
heard
on.
of.
Video game.
I would say 3,000.
3,000. Jazz is in with $3,000. And what about you, Sib? Leader on the board.
I'm going to go with... we're going to go with 10,000.
10,000. All right. Let's see here. Sib is really good at this. It sold for 10,000.
Like, you know what I think? I think she's got a secret mirror between y'all's wall, and I think she's seeing your numbers.
Yeah, seriously, somebody's going to accuse me of
Rigged.
It's almost
well, I know what I'm getting tonight.
Dang.
Well, you're not getting this game because I don't have $10,000. That's for damn sure. Oh, that's funny. Okay, so now we're down to Ben. Now this one here is another NES classic. It was Capcom sent a promotional package to prominent media members with a rare edition of DuckTales for the NES. Only 150 packages were creating, making it one of the rarest video games out there today. The package included a golden DuckTales NES cartridge.
Oh my goodness.
In the way of Zelda. A metal DuckTales lunchbox. A Quackerty Quack music program guide. Certificate of authenticity and shredded money. I don't know why they would put shredded money in there. It also seems slightly illegal.
Scrooge McDuck, maybe? I don't know.
Right, yes. So the auction started in 2014 at $5. And what did it end up selling for? This one actually sold for this amount.
750,000.
750, almost like $750,000?
Yes.
Okay. Just making sure.
It is DuckTales.
That
Man's
should
got a
probably
point.
point out the highest
Tom's going through
grossing
my
video
head
game
now.
of all time only went for $100,000.
Well, screw you then.
I think he should be allowed to change his.
Would you like to change
money.
your thing?
Yes.
Okay.
$1.
Oh gosh.
At least it's
He's
funny.
rocking that deal.
What about
Did
you?
I mention I hate The Price is Right?
Oh, no. But we're going to do it anyway.
All right.
What about you, Yunfei?
50,000.
50,000. All right. And what about you, Jazz?
Jazz is really bad at this game.
So far, everyone but Sibh is, so go with it. Lean into it.
$100.
$100. Oops, not 5,000 there. What about you, Sibh? Anyone, you want to guess exactly the right amount again, or anything?
We're gonna go with. I'm gonna go with 7,000.
7,000. All right. And Strafei.
I'm gonna go with 5,000.
5,000. All right, here. I gotta scroll back up because I was looking. And actually, you know what? Strafei gets it.
Hey!
Wow.
$5,100 is the current price of DuckTales with a lunchbox and Quackerty Quack.
Because every day they're out there making DuckTales.
It's only fair that he gets that one.
Yeah, that's true. All right, well, let's go with something here a little more recent and also something, some of us will probably know. It's Dead Space. For those of you, anyone know what Dead Space was? Remember that?
Oh, yeah.
Great games. Survival horror game in space. Came out on the Xbox 360. It was released in 2008 by EA, and they announced a Dead Space Ultra Limited Edition. Ultra Limited! Kind of wish I had bought that now because I really liked that game. And
it's a glorious
knowing what
game.
it's sold for now is...
Isaac.
Yeah. Only 1,000 units were produced for pre-order on the EA store. Rare packaging includes Dead Space for the 360, bonus content, the animated Downfall DVD, which was actually not a bad show. Not great, but not bad. Lithographic artwork, an art book, a graphic novel, and an Ishimura crew patch, which is the Ishimura was the ship that he was kind of trapped on trying to get running again. It's not easy to get your hands on it. It's not impossible either. Bids has reached as high as something in 2018, and there's a listing as of when this was done for how much. And this will go to Yunfei? Yunfei.
7,500.
7,500. And now I'm just clicking on things
I
apparently.
thought she said 9,500. What did you say, Unify?
7,500.
Okay.
All right.
Oh, wait, it's EA. Can I change my bid to $1?
You can, sure. We'll
No,
allow it.
I'm kidding.
7,500. All right. What about you, Jazz?
I have no goddamn idea.
You don't gotta swear about it, dang.
500.
$500. What about you, Sibh?
I'm gonna go with. Let's go with 2,000.
2,000.
And I have a quick question: is this the thing that you? This game is the one you have the little.
The little gun of?
Yes.
Yeah, I
Okay,
did
that's
get
what
one.
I thought.
I got one of the collector's editions. I didn't get this collector's
Okay.
edition. I got the one that came with the little pew pew thing.
Very nice.
What about you, Strafei?
Oh, man. It is Dead Space. I'm going to go with 6,500.
This game was so creepy looking.
It's pretty great.
I actually still play their rendition of Twinkle Twinkle Little Star during Halloween out in the yard because.
And
it's
by the
so
way,
super
totally
creepy.
not Scientologist. Totally not.
No, there's no Scientology in this whatsoever.
Cough.
What about you, Ben?
37.50.
37.50.
Wait, $37.50? Or...
No.
3,750. All right. Well, it came in at $2,400, making Sibh once again
rigged
the leader at 2,000.
I'm starting to think it is rigged.
You guys, can...
Either that or I need to go buy a lottery ticket.
Right, seriously.
I'm starting to think Sibh needs to get over here and help me get some clothes.
Time to go to Vegas.
Oh, but at this point,
Who wants me to blow on their dice?
Yeah, right.
I ain't touching that one.
So many bad things I could say to that.
Mm-hmm. So anyway, but yeah, at this point, I mean, I think Sib's got it. So
you're such a cheater, Sibs.
It's 4-1.
Sorry.
So
I'm sorry.
The one that went for the one that went for 100,000 was the Nintendo World Champion Gold NES.
Oh, yes.
That came out in 1990. So apparently, what they had was Nintendo Power Magazine held a separate Nintendo World Champion competition in America back in 1990. The prize winners, who numbered just 26, each received a shiny gold cartridge, and it's the holy grail of NES games. These ultra-scarce cartridges command crazy prices, and a copy sold just shy of $100,000 in 2014.
I believe it.
And they're gold like the Zelda things, but they actually have multiple games on it, and there's like 4 little buttons that will let you switch between one game and the other.
That's not cool. The most expensive one, though.
Is that not the one? That's the one they have here.
Nope.
What's
there
the
was
most expensive one?
There was a version of Gran Turismo 6, I think it was, where they literally gave the person a car.
Holy smokes!
Oh, well, that's not a video game, though.
Gran Turismo?
No, I mean, like that's not the video game. Didn't go for that.
No, it was a collector's edition, and part of the collector's edition, part of it was
I remember
a car.
that. Yeah. But you basically just paid for a car.
Well, right.
Yeah. Well, this is what they go for now, not what you paid for at the time.
Oh, sorry.
You're right. You're terrible at The Price is Right. The one that kind of surprised me on here, there's actually Fortnite, of all things, apparently released on a physical copy in PlayStation 4 up in 2017, and now it's just digital, so that if you have a physical copy of Fortnite on PS4, they can go up to $1,000.
Holy smokes!
And that's for the standard edition. That's not like some, crazy. They only made. Well, I mean, they did only make so many of them, but still, yeah. Like, why? That's really weird. But there's some of them on here. It's just like I've actually got my original Legend of Zelda and A Link to the Past. Not A Link to the Past. Link's Adventure, still with the boxes, still with all the back from when I got them in the 80s when I was a kid. I still have them. They're over in our cabinet right now.
Oh, you mad lad. I had that game.
Yeah, and they only go for like $150. It's like, come on. It should be worth way more than that. I'd totally sell it, but they're
the first Link side scroller.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, which is also now available on Nintendo Switch for free if you do the thing. So, well, that was fun. I think I actually like the one with the music better, though. I will say, I think I like that one much better. Where you guys had to guess the music for the video game. I like that. That was fun.
That was a good contest.
That was a good one. So it was worth a try. I wanted to try this. It worked out all right, but with no frame of reference, it's pretty much just a guessing game. But
any of us are rich enough to know.
Right? Yeah. I think
tell her what she's won, Ash.
I could afford Final Fantasy VII. Also, in the case over there for the PlayStation with the original booklet and everything, and that one I think goes for around $200 now, maybe $170. I don't know. I haven't looked.
That is a glorious relic.
It is. It's one of my favorites. So, but with
I can tell you how much an Animal Crossing Switch goes for.
What does that go for?
Too fucking much. About $700.
Are you kidding me?
Holy crap!
I'm not kidding.
And they were 300 retail, weren't they?
I think so.
Yeah.
When we decided to get a Switch, that was the one that I wanted initially because it was pretty. I had never played Animal Crossing at the time. I'm just like, oh, it's pretty, pastels. I'm really. And I figured, oh, well, when we got the stimulus, one of the things we talked about was getting a second Switch so we could play stuff together.
Yeah.
And I went to look it up and went, nope. Much.
That's crazy that was just like earlier this year too, wasn't it? It released.
The empty box with nothing in it. The empty box sells for about $300.
Wow.
I am not kidding.
Yeah.
A lot of folks got too much money, not enough good sense.
Yeah, Walmart right now, or someone selling through Walmart has it for $538.
Holy moly.
Yeah. Huh.
So
That's
if you're
crazy.
poor like us and you want a game to play and you like horror games, I recommend checking out Doki Doki Literature Club.
I've actually played partway through that. I never finished it. I've heard it gets super creepy. I watched one of the endings where it like knew things about you.
Yeah.
Creepy.
It gets very strange very quickly.
Yeah.
Yeah, trigger warning on it.
Yeah, I've actually heard that it's
Really?
Yeah, it sounds stupid and it's
Oh my goodness.
It's one of those
Is that
kind
the
of
one you were watching
Yeah, I
like
actually played it. Like you're part of a book club and like Japanese schoolgirls. And
Yeah.
you're the only boy, and it seems really dumb and stupid. And apparently, it takes a dark ass turn, real quick.
That was that one where that girl was talking to the Asian girl, the animated girl.
Yeah.
Okay, yeah.
Talking to the player. Yeah.
Yeah.
Knew her name. Somehow. Yeah.
It's free on
Somehow,
Steam.
some way.
Oh yeah. I'm just saying. Witchcraft.
Witchcraft.
Yeah. Witchcraft. That's the only way to explain that. So.
Oh gosh.
It's the dark arts.
It's the dark
Thousands of
arts,
years.
yo.
All right. So anybody have anything before we kick this pig and then just all leave and quit talking?
This is my last show in my apartment. I'll be in Dallas after this, so
That's
I may
right.
be dark for a while.
Yeah.
It'll be
That'll be fun getting all your getting internet hooked back up to someplace new, or is it already hooked up where you're going?
It's off. So
you got to wait for them, and of course they'll have to. Well, yeah, we could rehook it up, but we got regulations. We got to restring all the cables and wiring and drill some new holes in the wall, and it's gonna cost you. It's gonna
Yep, pretty much.
Charge you for that. Yeah. Fucking
I
cable
will
companies
be
are the worst.
late if even able to come after this week as well.
Are they changing you up again?
Yep.
Now when?
Half an hour later.
Oh, for the love of God.
Yeah.
Enough to be pesky.
Maybe they'll eventually start switching it back the other way. I don't know.
Don't count on it.
Yeah. That sucks.
Very sad.
Oh, well. Well, I mean, at least we got to have you this time, so we're going to go with that. But, all right, well, let's kick this music on and say our goodbyes. This is our 10th episode, the big 1-0, the big cheese, the big double digit. From here on, you're going to have to start getting a job, get hair in funny places, and start thinking about girls.
Yay!
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 So I want to thank everybody for tuning in. Remember, you can do that live over at twitch.tv/RPM Radio. I actually am looking into having us stream on YouTube gaming as well. There's ways to do it. And it's a much bigger audience over at YouTube than Twitch by about 2 billion views a month. So that'll be something I'll be working on. Don't worry about it. You won't have to do anything, and neither will the rest of us, including Jazz, Sibh, Strafei, Ben, and Yunfei.
Yay!
Yay!
Later, Tim.
So, thanks to everybody for tuning in. Remember, twitch.tv, crash while loading. If you want to follow us, hit the Discord, and we'll chat with you throughout the week. And also, iTunes, remember, fill it out. 5 stars. Let them know you like this stupid show. That way more people can like this stupid show.
And we'll be your friend, maybe.
Strafei will physically come to your house and do your dishes. 5-star review guarantees he will come to your house and do your dishes. Ericus, this is your chance. Just saying. do it. But all right, everybody. Thank you for listening. It's been a lot of fun. We're out! Music, as always, is provided by Husky by the Geek. Visit him at youtube.com/HuskyByTheGeek to hear all his latest video game rock covers and original music. Especially his most latest one, which was the redone Final Fantasy XIV Shadowbringers theme, and it was awesome. Try it out.